The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering right here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in Game 1, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Yohan Esposito is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Dexter Fowler, one of those long, lanky outfielders with those great strides that can cover ground, does a great job of running down balls, has a good throwing arm, and basically just a reliable outfielder.
Matt Carpenter strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
First pitch, 7:05.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Even though this night's only 3 pitches old, already we're seeing some disagreement on the strike zone.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cox moves over, 1 away.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
At the plate, John Jay, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Batting third, Right fielder,
Michael Lee will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
He's set. Here it comes. In there, strike one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a fat strike zone. But I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Runner at first here, one man out. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. 3-2, one out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Mark McGuire will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Runners are at first and second with one away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Alan Craig will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Fowler coasts under it. 2 down. But I don't think he had designs on even really trying it as he retreats with 2 away now.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. And he's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Matt Holliday steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And, you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Taken high and deep to right. Carter ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, facing a knuckleballer, that just gets so difficult. There's 2 theories. Either swing at the first one or don't ever swing. But these guys, they can put you in a slump for about a week.
Gerald Vaughn will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, remember, he's got an ERA, a career ERA of less than 2. He is one of the most dependable, dominant pitchers the game has seen. Look to see that dominance here in this one.
Now that we have a chance, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
Jose Altuve will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Here's a close-up of how he grips that knuckleball. You can see it's not really his knuckles that grip the ball, but rather his fingernails that really dig into the seams. And that's such a tough pitch to throw, and even more difficult to master.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. Peralta on the slide. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that one, but it'll be scored a base hit.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here, he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
Gary Cox will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And these guys coming off of a really tough loss last time out. You know, you come out on the short end of a one-run ball game, and you can't really sugarcoat a loss like that. Hey, that's a tough one to take. They all are in the postseason. But I think you just got to look in the mirror, stick with what got you here, and then try to put that loss behind you as best you can.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And another foul ball. Runners on first with one down. That misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Number 30 will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part, and he just needed a little more help.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back standing. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. One and two.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
A runner on first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park with no score. Yadier Molina will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
And they'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. As he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. No score here as we play inning number 2. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, VR. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Daniel Descalzo.
Daniel Descalzo into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Kevin Grant strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Hitter, Kevin Grant.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Lee is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth.
You know what? I think he's got the right idea here with 2 strikes.
Castro.
All he's trying to do is shorten up and drive the ball the other way. But he didn't square it up quite the way he'd like to, and he just lofts it into the outfield for an easy out.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Bottom of the second here with no score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Rich McCready.
Rich McCready gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. right there for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Matt Carpenter will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, center fielder,
John Jay will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Michael Lee will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Shot back up the middle. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Chris Carter digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this is almost unfair at the plate. I mean, you pretty much have to sit on that third one coming, but they come with the fastball instead, and he's saying, wait, what was that?
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. Too high. 1-2. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Jose Altuve will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tapped out in front of home. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Mark McGuire is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. Alan Craig is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there, and now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Yadier Molina in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Two and two.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Dexter Fowler is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The knuckleball giggling at him as it goes by. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second now is Fowler. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand getting into good position. Hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Into the box, Gary Cox. And a ball 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready on 1-2. Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Jay. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And now looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
Kevin Grant is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Around third. Fowler heading home. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. We played 4 full. Astros lead this one 1-0. Johnny Peralta will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch on its way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him. Hit in the air to right field.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the fifth.
Now batting.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Stepping in, Daniel Descalzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. One out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike three called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
You can bet he's muttering to himself heading back to the dugout. And he's not alone. These guys have just had a frustrating time of it from beginning to end thus far.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. John Jay would be next. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. Now the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Jason Castro comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Catcher, Jason Castro.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. The guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Into the box now, Rich McCready. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Looking to avoid his first walk. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, McGuire, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. John Jay will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen, as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Shot toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Standing in now, Michael Lee, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Mark McGuire digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
The 1-0 pitch. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. 3-2 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Alan Craig will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Trying to hold the lead. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Reined in. Altuve for 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Jonathan Villar will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
Jonathan Villar.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here it comes on 1-1. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, if you see that thing often enough, you figure sooner or later you might be able to handle one. And sure enough, it took him a few pitches, but he puts a good swing on this one, and he gets himself a base hit.
Jose Altuve will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And with a runner on first, you better have a catcher that you can rely on if you're going to bounce a changeup on an 0-2 count. Luckily, he does.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Dribbled to the right side. He's got to hurry. And a rather easy first out.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Digging in to try it again, Dexter Fowler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now some stirring in the Cardinal bullpen as the right-hander Jason Mott has begun throwing. To short, hit hard. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Gary.
Now at the plate, Gary Cox. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game in there, and it's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
2 out here and a runner at second. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Holliday. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. The Astros on top, 1-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Matt Holliday will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Hit down the line at first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ballgame.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Here comes the first pitch. To short. VR is right there. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Well, he really bunched him up on that 2-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Number 30 will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Out in front of it, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Jay on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Kevin Grant takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and then 1 pitch later, he basically turns that double into a triple, as that's going to be ruled a wild pitch.
Runner at third here, nobody out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
2-1, here it is. 3-1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
The batter, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And that misses for ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it, but at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Jason Mott will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Jason Mott.
Rich McCready will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
First and second here with nobody out. Now the double steal is on here. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And both runners are off again. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. The 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. None out, runners at first and second. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Here's Chris Carter now as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that'll get down out there. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Jonathan Villar will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lee waits on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Good job there to pick up an insurance run here on the sacrifice fly. The way their starter's throwing, he may not even need it, but I bet he'll be grateful for that extra cushion, no doubt.
Jose Altuve steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. McGuire in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Daniel Descalso comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
That's Bolton.
2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. You're shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Matt Carpenter will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And a strike to even the count, 1-1. He pulls this one into right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
John Jay digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be two. To second for one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Michael Lee ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
2 out with the man at first. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
A runner on first with 2 away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Mark McGuire steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Set to deliver on 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Dexter Fowler digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pitch on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now this will have to be in the zone. You can't let the Astros get something started for free.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Full count. Here it comes. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. His first homer so far in the series, as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
And guys, you wonder if this home run makes it an easier decision to send that starter back out there to maybe finish this one off himself. That gives him an extra bit of leeway here, and I have a feeling that might just sway their manager's decision into letting him try to go out there and notch the complete game.
Carlos Martinez is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. In now, Gary Cox. As he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Number 30 digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Jay to the track. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Kevin Grant will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of ones and twos, but those will add up.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Fouled back. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And that's a sequence that'd make any pitching coach proud. They kept it low on all three pitches in the at-bat. He just couldn't do anything right there.
Jason Castro will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
2-0.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Peralta towards second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Astros lead it 5-0. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Alan Craig will be the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Drilled on the ground to short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. And now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
In now, Matt Holliday. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit in the air out to right. Carter has a play. One down.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Yadier Molina strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the stretch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
That's wide, 2-0. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3. Hit the other way out toward right field. Carter is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Yeah, and he'll be disappointed with that at-bat. This is a 3-0 pitch, and it's pretty much on the corner. There's no reason to swing at that unless it's in your happy zone, and he winds up lofting an easy routine fly ball. That's a giveaway at-bat.
Johnny Peralta will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
1-0 count. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Cox ranging back, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers. But he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 5-0. Good night from Houston.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.